A vegan company just exposed KFC's propaganda. Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. My name is Seb and I make videos about animal rights and veganism. Today I want to talk about the amazing work done by a vegan company called VFC, Vegan Fried Chicken, and how they exposed KFC's massive propaganda and greenwashing and lying to their customers. Before we get into it, I want to ask you to please subscribe and hit the notification button so you can stay up to date with these videos, and make sure to stay until the end of this video because I'm going to be sharing something very interesting that I think you would really enjoy hearing. Anyway, for those of you who have been watching my videos for the past year, I apologize for not being very active. I have been in Europe giving lectures about animal rights, so if you want to support those lectures that I always, of course, give for free to make sure they're as accessible as possible, please make sure to click on the link that is in the About section. Anyway, let's get to today's video. VFC is a fully vegan company that makes vegan fried chicken. Now, they're very famous. Their social media team is really hilarious. I've made already a video replying and reading their comments to trolls, so if you're interested to check that out, click on this link. They recently decided to expose the lies that are told by companies like KFC. KFC a few months ago showed this farm that they have that apparently is one of their flagship farms, and they took this very famous UK-based YouTuber in order to show him how good the farm is and then film his reaction and for him to, of course, promote KFC as well.
KFC have been improving chicken welfare for years, and they've invited me down to see one of their suppliers. It's time to see how their chickens are reared. Let's go.
What they're doing is making customers feel good about their decisions that they otherwise are not a big fan of, as it does not align with their ethics and values. And those values are not to harm other animals and basically not be animal abusers. And this video is just ridiculous. The way they just orchestrated all of it. You know, of course, they cleaned the farm and everything.
You've just seen biomass boilers. So that's basically burning wood pellet as a renewable energy. Create heat inside the building so the birds enjoy the temperature that they're sat at.
And they managed to make this video that was seen by so many people around the world and so many people in the UK, of course, in order for them to have a better image and not be seen as this massive company that is slaughtering animals day in, day out.
We're very proud of our animal welfare here. From the birds plenty of room to roam, bells for birds to peck at, and all the enrichments that we put inside the shed for the birds to have more of a natural behaviour.
VFC, on the other hand, went into this farm on another day, of course unannounced, and they filmed what's happening inside. Now, in the UK, this is considered civil trespass, so it's not really a crime or anything, so they didn't worry about publishing this afterwards. When they went inside, they saw what you see in any of those farms when you go and when it's not prepared for cameras to be there. Animal abuse, animal cruelty, negligence, not taking care of the animals, etc., etc.
We decided to go undercover to film at exactly the same farm.
So you really do care about these chickens then?
Yeah, we do.
Tony, what about these chickens? Do you care about birds like these three here who they've got to the point where they can't stand up anymore? Because their skeletons are so immature, they just can't handle the weight, so they get to a position where they just can't walk anymore, they can't feed. And what we do object to is the selective breeding of these birds over decades, so that the birds take on so much weight that they can no longer stand up. Look at this one.
We do have to be very clear about one thing. Even if the farm was crystal clear and clean and there was no animal abuse the way that it is seen by the law, it still does not mean that what they're doing is ethical. When it comes to animal rights, the question is not how can we exploit them, rather why exploit them when we have the option not to, which actually makes it immoral and unethical. The question of how to exploit them is an animal welfare thing, which is a completely different subject and actually does not go hand in hand with the values and ethics and philosophy of animal rights. So the question is, how did this investigation impact KFC or even Nico? VFC recently shared a video that talked about what happened since their investigation. The first thing is that The Guardian made an article about it. The second thing is that Nico, the YouTuber who was invited by KFC, took down the video from his platform. Now, this says a lot. The third thing is that VFC's investigation video got 5.7 million views, whereas KFC's video got 1.4 million views. So if anything, VFC had a bigger reach. And lastly, VFC invited Nico for him to join them in one of their investigations to go into a farm and for him to show his followers who he had previously deceived with the help of KFC, probably not knowing the impact of his work and that they're obviously all lies and made up and set up to be seen that way. And he just did not get back to them. And I think this is really low. Like, if you are going to take money in order to help this massive company and then you realize that you've helped a company that was lying to its customers and lying to you, because if you didn't mind the lie, you would not have taken it down from your Instagram page or whatever it is where you had the video. I think the least you can do for, your reputation as well, but also most importantly for the animals, is going to a farm with VFC or any other person who would want to help you and show the people the truth of what happens behind these doors. That's it for today's video. I want to give a major shout out to VFC's team who did this. And the thing that I want to share with you is that I recently published a new podcast episode where I interviewed the co-founder of VFC, Matthew Glover. So if you want to listen to that episode, please make sure to check it out on all podcast platforms under the Principles of Change podcast. That's it for today. If you enjoyed these videos or you want to support my work, whether it's online or with the lectures that I'm giving, please make sure to check out my page. Otherwise, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. I'll see you soon.